Shout out to the Hustler Inc. for having me a part of the Humbl Hustlr campaign. You did. I go by the name of Gambino, talent manager and event planner, influencer of Atlanta. We get started about 5 years ago. First time getting into the music industry. I started off interning at Hot 107.9 with the Dirty Boys, E.T. and J Nix. Took that experience from the radio, got all my connections. I would say about 2 years into being on the radio, E.T. gave me the platform Battlegrounds to start doing events in Atlanta, to like keep pushing the brand forward, the Dirty Boys brand, the Battlegrounds brand. So I took that and I started doing an open mic every single Monday in Atlanta for independent music artists. And it just grew. It grew my brand to a whole nother level of respect for giving artists a platform to perform and get their music heard, and also just doing good business and taking their money and really giving them something that's credible for their music career. Work with many artists, any artists you can think of, like on their way up. I feel like I've touched and I've reached. I feel like it's like a streamline of artists that has to come through Gambino first before they blow up if you're in the Atlanta culture. That's just what it is at this point. My first artist that I ever worked with, I ain't gonna say ever worked with, but Lil Wop, took me about 3 months, 3-4 months with him. Took him from nothing to something, got him signed to Gucci in less than 4 months. That was a big accomplishment in my book. As a talent manager, aka like an A&R, and now I have Shunny and Zombie and Nephew, and they're well on their way to becoming like the next hottest artist out of Atlanta. What motivates me to start my day in the morning is, I ain't gonna say it's a hard question to answer because I'm kind of like I think different. I don't really say what motivates me. I just wake up knowing that somebody else's life is in my hands. So when I wake up, I'm always thinking like, dang, what can I do today to help this person get to where they need to go? When I wake up, I always think about what can I do today to impact the Atlanta culture or make people be like, dang, I want to work with Gambino. So I guess you would say, the people motivate me. People motivate me every single day that I wake up, because what I don't do this for myself. I do this for everybody who wants to get in the music industry, who wants to learn about it, or anybody who just want to be, where I'm at as a growing A&R, talent manager. Like anybody who want to get to where I am, I wake up and I try to find ways to help people better themselves. Any raw advice? I don't think. Let's just speak on the terms of entrepreneur. Yeah. So being an entrepreneur is not easy. A lot of people, I see it now. A lot of people quit their jobs. Dumbest decision that they can make. I don't think nobody really should quit their job to become an entrepreneur, because at the end of the day, you still have responsibilities. I think if you're trying to become an entrepreneur, I think you should. Well, for me, it was different coming up, because I was crib hopping. I had homies that I could stay with. I really didn't have to pay too many bills. So the money that I was making as an entrepreneur, it went straight back into my pocket. I feel like if you just wake up one day and be like, I want to quit my job to try to become an entrepreneur, I think that's the dumbest decision. I feel like you should keep that job. And I feel like in the time that you're not working on that job, you should be trying to work on your business or whatever you're trying to push forward, to people. I was telling somebody about this low-key today. Somebody I know quit their job and was like, I'm about to become a full-blown entrepreneur now. But before they quit their job, they was yelling that they was an entrepreneur. Yeah. You wasn't an entrepreneur because you was working for somebody, So like, I was pretty much telling my friend, like, if the average person has about 3 to 4 months of their savings, to take care of their bills or whatever. So as an entrepreneur, you're going to be spending money on top of your bills to try to make your business. Like, you got to be patient. If you're not patient, you're not gonna last at all because you're gonna be rushing and fucking up. You're gonna be rushing to fail. You gotta be very patient. You gotta be very strategic about how you move and how you do things. You don't want to get into this feeling like I know a lot of people, artists think when they get a manager is supposed to be taking care of them, paying their bills. Like, no, that's not. As a manager, you're not obligated to take care of your artist's personal life. But, if you want that personal connection with your artist, yeah, you can do that. But your ultimate goal is to get him to the next level. The personal life, I understand that people got their personal things, but the ultimate goal is to focus on the business, show them the business, map stuff out for them to do to be able to generate funds or to keep their mind on straight. You got to be pretty much their psychiatrist. Like, you have to really be in their head. But anything financial, I tell people, do not burn your pockets, on artists' personal life. If you're going to burn your pockets on something, let it be, I went half with you on the studio. Let it be, I went half with you on a video. Let it be, I went half with you to fly us out to New York to do this. But everything is solely not on a manager. So don't get caught up in that. That's like some of the best advice I can give, because once your money runs low and you can't do something for an artist no more, they're going to be off to the next person, and you're going to be looking stupid for all the money that you done put into somebody. And 9 times out of 10, I just got to say this, make sure you have you a good, attorney, somebody that's on your team that can make sure, moving forward, when you even sign an artist out the rip, that your paperwork and your contract and your agreements is good. Because when you get to that point, you burn out and artists just want to leave, let them go. Because at the end of the day, you got somebody on paper, and paper is king. You feel me? Overview of the Campaign ATL. I would say we're pretty much a platform that's giving independent artists the right resources and look to get on and better themselves. If that's from our event with coming to the with iHeartRadio coming to the stage, an open mic platform for people who never performed before and want to better their craft. We got that. And also, if you are dope and you come perform and you just blow us away, we give you a radio interview with iHeartRadio. Put your song in 7 different markets. So it's different things that we utilize the Campaign ATL for. We also use it for artists who might not have a big budget for marketing. So we got our photo shoots, we got the blogs, we got whatever you really need over here at the Campaign ATL, me and my business partner. What makes us stand out amongst everybody else is, for one, the way we promote our shows and the experience that we give people when they come and after. I think that's a major key. We don't really base our brand off of people paying us just to perform. One thing for sure, we really go through and check out the artists to make sure that they is gonna keep. Because I feel like people just got so used to just taking people money and just letting them perform, they forget that it's people in the building that has to actually sit there and watch these people. So we really try to base our artists off, all right, are you dope enough to keep these other people in this building? Or also, when they leave, they can talk good about the Campaign ATL and be like, yo, like, they had some dope performances. Like, we really like the Campaign ATL.
That's on the investment, pretty much.
Correct. So, we get a lot of clients, like, low-key after we have our Campaign ATL event, because people just don't normally get those good vibes.